the first episode. Okay, we gotta
y'all
tell
nervous?
people. No,
I'm
we
not
got
nervous.
we gotta tell people about us.
Are you nervous?
A little bit.
I
get
that's
nervous
good.
anytime
Bro.
I-
That's good.
Why?
You'll never get comfortable.
I think
I get
it's-
nervous anytime I record something.
I think it's better to be brave than like fearless. You know what I mean?
Why?
So like, for me, like with me and Key,
You niggas here. This would have been a perfect.
it still is.
Are you recording it?
Yeah. So for me and Key, so like, Key likes to travel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I don't know if she says she's afraid, but she gets scared in the airplane.
but she still loves to travel.
Yes. So she doesn't let that stop her. For me, it's like once I commit to I'm going on this trip, I have to take a flight, whatever happens in this plane, happens in this plane. I'm no longer scared.
But that's a good thing, though.
That is a good thing. But if I was scared, I wouldn't go.
That's true. There are some people who never get on planes because they're afraid that the plane may go down.
But you were scared at one point. You just overcame that.
I was never scared.
Oh, but you were saying if that was something you were scared of,
Yeah,
you
I wouldn't do
go.
it. But Key's scared and she still does it. So
It's just courage.
so you're saying
that's what I'm saying.
You're saying she's brave.
Oh,
if you're fearless, you have no. I mean,
yeah.
there's nothing.
Nothing's a challenge to you because you're
Yes.
not afraid of anything.
Yes. So when you do run into something that you're afraid of, you might not do it. But if you're brave, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I got you. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
So y'all saying I got courage.
Yeah.
That's good.
Not that you're afraid to record a podcast, but
I didn't say I was afraid. I said I was a little nervous.
right.
You know what I'm
Same
saying?
thing.
Just like putting anything out there. Y'all might not be nervous now, but I guarantee you if you were like, let's drop this episode, y'all be nervous.
I wouldn't be nervous.
Nah.
Okay, Dante, how come you ain't putting nothing out with speaking?
Stop.
Hey, record. Hey. Let's get it. Hey, let's intro the pod. Let's intro the pod.
I guess I'm not brave. Don't. Hey man, shout out to D Ray for the beat.
Man.
Yeah.
You know, we support black businesses over here.
You gotta
Always.
keep it within the circle. you
Keep
know?
it within the circle. We
That
know
they
some
start
dope
out
people.
there.
First of all, who are we?
We are the Soundboard Podcast.
Okay, we're the Soundboard Podcast. Who are y'all?
Oh, it's your boy JJ checking in one time.
Coop coming through.
And it's your boy Dante. And guys, this is episode 1. Welcome to the journey, guys. I mean, everybody else got a podcast. We figured, why not add a voice into the stratosphere?
Yes.
Why not? You feel me?
Because think about it, guys. We are 3 black men navigating our 30s
Yeah.
in different seasons of life. And we just feel like we need somebody to speak for us.
Yeah, I mean, we got good conversations. I feel like we all have something valuable to say. You know?
I think we do. So we called this the soundboard. What is y'all idea of the soundboard?
What's up, Coop?
To me, I think it's just, group of people that you speak with to, flesh out ideas and feelings and just to have the conversations with.
Yeah, I mean, I can just piggyback off of that. It's really like the soundboard is your confidants, the people that you go to for insight, for advice, the people that's gonna give it to you straight up. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You can always be genuine, always be authentic, but I think it's good to have people within your circle who can hold you accountable, right?
Right.
So you need that second set of ears that like, all right, what am I thinking? What's going on in my head? Is it accurate? Am I missing a mark? Like, it's just something to run something by. Yeah.
So I think one of the biggest things about the soundboard is you need people to check you, right?
Yes,
So we
absolutely.
talking about black men in today's society, navigating life. You need people to come in and be like, hey, cool, you tripping, bro.
Tripping.
Right.
Hey, JJ, what you doing, fam? You tripping. And that is the idea of the soundboard, because I would say that we all hold each other accountable. We hold each other to a different standard. Like, Coop is married.
Right.
If I was out
Happily married.
happily,
You have to add that.
You better let them know.
hey, I will never forget my fondest memory when Coop got married. He's been married now for how many years, Coop?
It's about to be 4 years in May.
About to be 4 years. Somehow we ended up at some day party, and every time somebody would brush against him, he would be like, "Hey, I'm married."
Yo,
Literally.
Didn't nobody ask you?
funny story. So the other night I was out, and it was me and my boys, and we're just like by the bar drinking whatever. This chick walks up to me, starts trying to twerk on me.
Wow.
I back up, I put my hand in the air, I point to my ring finger.
Yeah.
Everybody in the bar started laughing at me.
Because I can only imagine you paralyzed as this woman still dancing. Wait.
What the girl do?
She looked back and she started laughing. Then her friend was like, "Who does that?"
Somebody happily married?
Can you imagine how embarrassing that was for her though?
Nah, that's funny, bro.
That's funny.
That is
That's
funny.
funny.
Sometimes you have to laugh at yourself. So yes, if I seen Coop out here acting crazy, I would be like, "Coop, what you doing, bro? You happily married, fam? What's going on?" And the same thing for y'all. Now, I like to think of this, guys, as I like to think of us as a wholesome podcast. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like I was just thinking about the soundboard in general, and I'm like, dang, bro, we really are mind, body, and soul.
I can get with that.
I feel like that's us, bro. Because think about it like this. Here we go. We got JJ.
Yeah.
JJ love to read. Boy,
What's wrong with that?
boy, look.
If you leave a book
gotta-
out around JJ, it will get read.
Your book gonna get read for sure.
Hey, man,
Your book
it's
will
a
get
lot of
read.
information.
Your book
It's a lot
will
of
get
knowledge.
read.
It's a lot of knowledge in the books, man.
Your book will get read. Your book will get read. Don't leave no book around me, true player, for real. It's my boy JJ. Yeah. So JJ is like the mind guy. Like he always reading the book.
Bro,
I ain't really finished too many books. I ain't
that's
gonna
where
lie
it
to you.
all starts, man. If you think about it, it all starts in your mind. Like
Okay.
everything you do is from
That's
the
right.
mind.
That's
How you think affects how your attitude, affects
Right.
your emotions. Look, he already getting annoyed. Affects your emotions, affects
What?
your
I'm
attitude.
just sitting here.
Affects your behaviors. You can draw it all back to your mind. What do you put in your mind? I'm just trying to educate. I'm trying to get some knowledge. You feel me?
Okay.
It's a lot of knowledge. It's a lot of knowledge in books, though. Real talk.
No,
It's
it
a lot
is.
of-
It is.
It's a lot. So just reading.
It's a lot that I'm not gonna get.
It's different. It's different.
Who
forms of books.
confidently says that? It's a lot I'm not gonna get.
Bro,
the
just pick
ancestors
up an
are
Audible.
disappointed.
Audible, yeah.
Yeah,
I can
pick
do
up
Audible.
Okay, so we got Coop
So
who
you
beat
saying I'm mental?
your mental,
Okay.
and my boy Coop the body. That boy be working out in that hot garage every day. I knew Coop focused on his physical when he said, "I like working out."
I love it, bro.
Who says that?
Bro, I love working out too.
Well,
So you say you're both.
Yeah, we mind and body.
Mm.
So that means you must be soul.
I'm still working on. I'm still working on my soul, but I like to think I'm on a journey.
Okay.
I like to think I'm on a journey. So yeah, guys, that is what we're here for. We are here to give the voice to the fellas, and also hopefully we can add some value to the ladies too, because there are going to be some moments in this podcast where we have ladies on who are going to be able to ask us questions about things that they want our opinion on. That's going to come later on, but we did just want to welcome y'all to the soundboard. And
Welcome.
so before we got started, JJ had a limp mic.
Come on.
JJ Michael's limp. And we were talking about he asked Coop for
Not
some
limp,
tools.
Bro, right.
It was. You couldn't get it up.
The mic.
The mic. And so he had asked Coop, did he have some tools? And so I raised the question. We were talking about tools, and I was like, hey, y'all, do y'all think that men are not as masculine as like generations before us? And I came to that question because we were talking about like, do you know all the tools in like if your uncle
know
went
the
and
names?
said, do you know the names?
of all the
Like if
tools?
your uncle was like, hey nephew, go in there and grab me
The socket wrench.
the socket wrench.
Google.
Bro, I don't know all the names to the tools in the toolbox. I know how to use them, but I don't know that actual names, like what they're
But
called.
see, that's the thing. That's the generational thing, right? Because I would argue, Coop, when you say that other generations knew how to use these things.
Yeah, I think that we're not as manly, but I don't think we're supposed to be. So I think just like society has moved away from needing such a super quote unquote masculine type of guy. So you you wouldn't even be able to function, properly if you were that way now. To me,
if you were like back in the older generations,
yeah, like you wouldn't be able to interact with people, and it just wouldn't fit.
So this is the thing. I guess I'm kind of torn because I would say that there's an agenda that doesn't want guys to be super masculine. Now, I think there's a healthy like medium, right? Mm-hmm. So where I think the other generations got it wrong was they weren't trying to express their feelings. Like instead of them talking about their feelings, they would just go cheat and have like a whole family on the other side of town. Yes. We not trying to do that no more.
Or like we have a disagreement, so we have to duel, like fight to the death type stuff. Like that's not.
It's not a healthy expression.
Exactly.
So you're defining masculinity by, like, I guess, how would you define masculinity?
That's the key,
right?
That's a good question. I didn't go that deep. I was just talking about tools. and no, he less masculine because you don't know a socket wrench.
I don't think so because we have so much information at our hands. Like back in the day, they didn't have Google, so they had to know everything. Like just like they didn't have Google Maps or iPhone Maps, whatever you use, they don't have that to get directions. So you automatically, for survival, you have to memorize all these different things. So you got to know what tools you're using. You can't just go on the internet, look up, see what tools is, watch a YouTube video. You can't do that. Nowadays, we don't necessarily need to retain that particular set of information. We can always just look it up.
How did they survive?
Information is so accessible.
How did they survive without Google?
Bro,
I Google everything.
You had to learn it.
That's because it's at your convenience.
Yeah, you had to learn it, bro.
So yes. So then we could raise a point like technology and Google and all that stuff is limiting us. It's putting us in a box. Like we have so much more capabilities than we let on to because we just limit ourselves to what's convenient.
Hey, we can do some stuff they couldn't do too now.
What we got, Coop? That boy don't even know nothing. Cool. If we were in court and we had to prove our case for the new generation of men, we would have lost.
I didn't know y'all wanted an example.
but
we can express our feelings.
I will say that I think we are more in tune with our emotions.
Also, I feel like our women, when you're with somebody, are happier with us now.
I would say, I feel like a past generation of women can correct us if we're wrong.
Mm-hmm. Not to be in women's business.
Not to, what they be saying, mind the business that pay you. We're sorry. Okay.
Right.
Now the city girls in the may not appreciate this, but we are more in tune, and I would agree that I think women are happier with us because we talk about our emotions. Like we be going to therapy. Mm-hmm. Like I go to therapy, and it helps me talk through my emotions.
Yeah.
Past generations wasn't doing that.
That's true.
So what's the consensus? Do y'all believe that we are, less masculine, or equally as masculine as generations before us?
I think it just looks different.
It looks different.
It just looks different.
Yeah, I think so. Like with the times in generations before the generation we talking about, it just changes. Like things just naturally change. So we evolve with the culture. So the culture looks different. So masculinity now is defined differently. You could make a case saying that you're not masculine if you don't know how to healthily express your emotions or your feelings. Right? Somebody's gonna be like, well, that's not healthy. You're not masculine because you don't know how to effectively communicate your expression.
Ooh.
You would never.
That's a new way of being.
You would
weak,
never
like
hear that. Right. You would never hear that in like 50 years ago. You'd be like, toughen it up. You know what I'm saying? Don't cry. Don't talk about it. You just hold it in. You just deal with it.
So I have a question. Has there either been a moment where you felt your most masculine or your least masculine that you can remember recently? Either your most or least. I have one that I felt the most, right? Okay, so me and my lady Olivia, shout out to Bay. Shout out to Bay for the one time. So she called me.
That's your girlfriend, right?
That's my girlfriend. And so
Cool.
I hate people who be married because they just be like, you guys aren't married.
What's y'all status?
So
what are you guys doing?
Just dating. So.
Right? What are you guys doing? Side note, I'm tired of y'all being disrespectful. I know you don't like paying for people to eat at y'all weddings, but just because somebody ain't married don't mean they ain't got no bay to come be a guest. But that's a whole nother subject.
Hey, things change with COVID though.
We'll talk later. Write that down for later.
Right, let me write that because I'm gonna write an open letter to y'all who be inviting me to y'all wedding.
Ain't got no option for a
but
plus
ain't got no option for no +1. But that's okay. I'm gonna still come though. So yeah, bro. So Olivia had been having trouble with her car. Her battery kept on dying, right? And so she called me and she was like, babe, I'm stranded. Me and Jaden, her daughter, are stranded in this parking lot. The battery is out. So here I come. I put the cape on. Da, 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 da.
King Dante.
King Dante to the rescue, okay? I swerve up in the parking lot. I'm like, let's jump it. Well, I put them cables on. That car didn't turn over at all. Car didn't turn over. So at this point, I'm like, dang, we're going to have to replace this battery. So I'm like, oh, Lord. I'm nervous because I ain't got no tools. I did not have tools. These tools that we used earlier.
Oh, that's
from that incident. So that's from that incident. And so we end up, she was her dad. We called her dad, and he was like, right, that was a messed up.
Bro.
She called her daddy
Instead of
calling Zaddy.
What cape you putting on?
She called daddy.
Right.
I kind of wrote the cape up a little bit, but it was still on.
Little cape. Yeah, little cape.
Little cape, boy. So we call her dad. Her dad's like, yo.
She's like, Dad, my boyfriend, he doesn't know what to do.
He was like, go get a new battery, cause he works for one of these places.
Oh, okay.
And so we go pull up.
Oh, he's a mechanic.
He's
in the field.
He's in
Like
the
AutoZone
field.
or something.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes it more reasonable.
Right. So she calls him. He's
run the
like,
cake
yo, go get a battery. So we go pick up a battery, bro. The first time we pick up the battery, the guy gave us the wrong battery. The second time we get there, I'm like, you know what? Let me go buy the tools that we're going to need to put the battery up. Bro, this battery was like a Rubik's Cube. I ain't never in my life had to do all this to get a battery loose. So I end up getting on YouTube. This is why YouTube is handy.
Yes.
Typed in her model of the car. Walked me step by step to change the battery. Boy, I changed that battery. I threw that hood down.
You had a tank top on?
I need a wife beater.
need a wife beater.
I need
You
a
can't
wife
say
beater.
that.
Tank top.
Wife beater? See?
Oops.
No, you never heard.
I never thought about it like that. Is that what it is?
Yeah, bro. That's
Is that where it came from?
Beat their wife.
Is that the?
Especially in today, you can't say that.
Can't say that, bro.
Oh, please don't cancel us on the first
Do
episode.
you need a wife beater?
No, I don't. I need a wife lover. A wife shower her with love. So, bro, I throw the hood down. I say, go start it. The car turns over. She looked
First
at me,
time?
bro.
First time?
First time. She looked at me, bro.
So she like,
She looked at me and was like, love of my life. You saved me. That was probably the first time that not the first time, but like most recently, that was the time I can remember where I felt the most masculine. I ain't really felt like I was demasculated.
That's what's
in a
up, bro.
sense.
Is that your first time changing a car battery?
No, I've changed car batteries all the time. I've changed mine all the time.
what a man.
What a man, what a man, what a man, what a mighty good man.
Hey.
Yes, I am.
Shout out to you though, because you could have easily just went up to like a mechanic or AutoZone or something like that.
That's
Had
what I
to
would have
do
done.
Chris would have.
You know what it is? It's because she called her dad. Dante was like, nah, bro.
Nah, I'm the man.
Yeah. We gotta set this straight.
Right. You have an example, JJ?
I have an example of the opposite.
Okay, yeah, give me that.
Yeah, so for me, anytime I feel like I have to express emotions, so if I'm like, if it's a vulnerable state, a vulnerable time, then I'm like, I feel like that's when I'm the least masculine.
Okay.
Because for me, and I think I'm a work in progress, but it's always hard to express emotions for me. So
Me too.
anytime situations happen, I have to get down to the real, and I'm like, yo, this is how I feel about something, and like trying to put words to it. Like that's to me, I'd be like, man, I don't even feel like.
You shut down.
Yeah, it's not even so much that I shut down. It's just like afterwards, I'm like, man.
Why you want to talk about feelings and stuff?
Man, that's y'all. Every birthday party. So tell everybody in the room
That's
how
Dante.
you feel about this person. I'm like, bruh, what are we doing?
Coop be like, I love you, bro.
Yeah.
I be trying to make people
Coop,
cry.
Coop be like, you know what it is.
Can't
Cool.
do it. I
We gotta
can't do
get
it.
to the place where we stand up and profess our love for the homies.
But y'all know.
Nah, we don't.
No.
Bro. We ain't never heard it.
Oh man, I'll get there one day. I'm gonna go therapy.
And JJ birthday, your wife said more words. She said, I got it, babe. I'm so thankful.
See, that's why you need you a good woman. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Help you out.
So JJ, you don't like expressing your feelings. That's when you feel.
That's when I feel like I'm the least masculine, I guess.
Okay.
Anytime I feel like I'm the most is probably like an example you gave.
We
Anytime
use your
I'm-
hands.
Yeah, anytime I'm fixing something.
Get some under your nails.
Or anything
Some dirt.
requiring hard work. You know what I'm saying?
I have an example.
What's up?
Okay, what's yours, Coop?
So the other day I had a barbecue, right?
First of all, where's the invite?
I will tell you about this next episode. But so I had a barbecue and the ladies were in the kitchen struggling. Open a jar of pickles.
That boy walked in there.
No, I didn't. JJ walked in there.
JJ, I low-key hate when JJ's around because everybody loves
bro.
JJ.
This story is terrible. I don't think you should tell this
Listen.
Tell the story. I want to hear the story.
So I'm on the couch. They don't know I'm listening.
Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah. So JJ walks in there. He over there. I don't know. Let me get a
Something to get a handle.
yeah,
get a grip.
on it. Get a grip on it. I'm like, okay. I'm just peeping, warming up my arm just in case they need a sub.
Tag me, coach.
Bro, I did not know you were listening.
I'm like, I'm on the couch warming up. And they're like, take it to Chris. I'm acting like I don't know nothing.
Bro, I never knew he knew.
Wow. Wow. Did you open it?
First try.
Bro,
You weak boy.
That's because I.
And I didn't even look at him. Like, they handed it to me. I didn't even look at him. Handed him back.
He didn't. He just opened
Dang,
it.
JJ.
That's because I listened to that.
And
You gonna let him disrespect
I
you
look
like that?
so cool.
You gonna let him disrespect you like that?
Bro, I can't say it didn't happen.
JJ, did you really try your hardest?
Nah, bro, I didn't, bro. You know, my
That boy had
I
grip. He
my
got some gloves
hands.
out his
Can I-
car. He got
Can I get some
he
gloves?
got a wrench. He got all types of stuff. Jar.
You a weak boy.
Nah,
Weak
bro.
head boy.
You know when your hands are already like slippery.
Yeah, sure.
You can't open that.
I ain't never had no problem opening no jar.
Boy,
You should have hit it
I
on
feel
the
you,
corners.
JJ.
Nah,
But
I'm
I felt great.
That's the best example you could come up with.
Hey, he said recent. That's the
He said, so JJ was at the barbecue as well?
yes.
I guess wonder where I was at.
I just so happened to be in the neighborhood.
I was at the house.
No,
It's okay. Next subject. Let me see what else we have on the docket.
Hey, but that's another time, Joe. If I could throw some food on the grill,
Yes.
yeah, you know,
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't grill. Probably because I don't eat
You
meat.
don't do it.
Grill.
Oh.
Probably because I don't eat meat. People be trying to
You
demasculate
can
me because I don't eat
grill
meat.
veggies.
Yeah,
You
you can
can.
all types of stuff.
Yeah, bro.
I know. I just
Throw you some
I've never done
asparagus on the grill. Get you some zucchini, some squash. Throw it on a skewer. You good?
JJ, don't be trying to over masculate yourself because Chris just embarrassed you.
I'm not embarrassed.
There's nothing to be embarrassed about.
You're right.
I already told you, bro. My hands.
Sometimes you
like-
can't open jars. Sometimes you can't open jars. So look, guys. Earlier this week, we had a conversation because we've been talking about this podcast since last year, bro. We've been talking about doing this podcast since last year, and we were talking about like why do people not do the things that they want to do? Like, is it fear? Is it just fear? Like, what is it? What keeps people from doing the things that they want to do? Maybe it's getting in a relationship. Maybe it's starting a podcast, writing a book, opening a business, going back to school. Why? What's y'all take on that from y'all's perspective? Black men, is it something we deal with, or you guys think that's something that most people in general deal with?
I think it could be a couple of different things. I mean, for myself, a lot of times I want to be good. You know, I want to be good at whatever I do, and sometimes I don't want to go through that struggle of getting
Right.
to be good, you know. And then I guess it is kind of like a fear of failure. Like, what if I'm never going to be good at this and I'm wasting my time type thing. But like recently I started playing golf within the last year. And golf, if anything, golf teaches you that you're not going to be good at everything.
It definitely teaches Chris that I'm better at golf than him.
I can believe that because I ain't gonna lie. At Top Golf, I personally be struggling.
But it's like you can practice golf all you want, but you really need a coach. But if you can practice all you want, you're not gonna get to as good as you feel like you should be.
Right.
But so it kind of teaches you to just enjoy, the activity.
Right.
Yeah. But for me, I want to be good, and sometimes I'm hesitant. Like if I feel like I can't become good at something.
That's good, Coop. What about you, JJ? What keeps people, or what has kept you from doing and pursuing something that you really, really wanted?
Yeah, so along the same lines, like I struggle with perfectionism.
Okay.
So, I want to be essentially perfect at everything I'm doing. So part of that is like the fear of failure, but it's also just like I feel like it's not good enough. So it could always be better. So essentially it's procrastination. Like I'll just delay. I'll drag my feet with something because I'm feeling like it's not up to par,
Okay.
So if I want to start something new, I'm thinking about what it is. I probably overthink it.
Right.
That's probably what it is.
Right.
I overthink it. I procrastinate. I drag my feet with it. I'm like, maybe I could start it this week. I'm gonna start it next week. I got to work on some things. I go back to the drawing board. I'm overthinking it again. I'm overanalyzing stuff, and then I'm like, next thing you know, it's 2 weeks, it's 3 weeks, it's a month. Then at the month, I'm like, I ain't even gonna do it no more, or something like that.
That's
so
good.
I think it to me, it's procrastinating, but it probably, in a general sense, it probably boils down to like your disciplines, right? Like your habits, like. What does that look like on a day-to-day basis? Because if you don't have the discipline and the habits to, remain, like to continue to persevere through it all,
Right.
then you ain't gonna make it.
Yeah.
And not to mention the society we live in, it's like it's already tempting to compare yourself with everything else.
Right.
So you can look at, let's just say you're trying to start a business or whatever. For example, like I just put this blog out, right? And I was dragging my feet with the blog.
It was a good blog. It was a good blog,
really
bro.
good.
Appreciate it. But I didn't want to put it out. I still was like, I hesitant to put it out when I put it out. But I was dragging my feet with it for so long because I was like, I don't think nobody really wants to, to take part in it. I don't think anybody wants to read it. I don't think it's good enough. I feel like I need to like rewrite it, do this, that, and the third. And especially if you see other people who have like blogs or things like that, you're like, it doesn't necessarily add up. So I think that can weigh in too.
That's good.
Yeah, it's good.
That's good. So I think one of the things for me is I have a fear of being embarrassed. Like I have a fear of just putting myself out there. So a lot of times I'm like, let me not put that. What is it gonna look like if I put this out? People gonna be like, what that boy doing? Yeah. But y'all know it's so crazy. Most times I do it, people support you.
Yeah.
Like people show mad love. Like that's what's crazy. And so we were talking about this just because there's been so many people who felt like they're called to do something and they never take that step because they're just too scared. So what would you tell them if they sitting on your mama couch thinking maybe I'll do it tomorrow?
Couch, first of all.
Maybe I'll do it tomorrow. Maybe I'll start next
What are
week.
you, the ITT Tech guy?
Yeah, there's an ITT tech because I'm good for starting on the Monday. My calendars might as well not even have Monday on them. Skip right to Tuesday. So what would y'all tell somebody? They sitting on their mama couch. They know they've been called to do something. They getting frustrated. They tired, but they still in the same place. They never take that leap. What's one thing you would tell them to do?
I would just say you don't have to take the leap. Just take a step towards it. You know what I mean?
That's good.
Because a leap, it seems like a lot of energy or
Right.
That's good.
Break it down into small goals. Do
Yes.
that. Do something small.
Yes. Just do something, very small today.
The journey of 1,000 steps starts with one step. That's essentially what Chris saying.
Boys,
But I would say,
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say.
that's it.
so my pastor always says tomorrow never comes. And
That's
so
real.
it's like you got to start today. Just start with
Sounds like
something.
a good
Just-
movie.
Tomorrow never dies.
Where they go back in time,
Right.
they keep reliving the
Tomorrow
same
never
day.
comes.
Tomorrow never comes.
Tomorrow
They
never
keep
comes.
We're
living
taking
the
this
same
out.
day
This is
over
our-
and
this is
over.
our,
Yeah,
IP.
man. Tomorrow never comes. So like, just do something. Like, just action. You got to take action. You can think a good idea all you want to. You
Right.
can have goals. You can have visions. You can have the best thoughts. But if you don't do no action, nothing's gonna come to fruition. So just take some action.
Right. I would just say, man, look, die empty. At this point, what do you have to lose?
Empty the clip.
Like empty the clip. Blah. Well, I don't know about that.
Got a full check.
I don't know about emptying the clip. But no, for real, like die on empty, bro. Like at the end of the day, you have nothing to lose. At least if you do it and you fail, you can at least say you tried it, right? And so you can either learn, go back, rework the plan, and figure it out.
That's a good point, bro. I was having a conversation with one of my friends the other day because she was telling me that she was like essentially unsatisfied with where she is in life. And she was like, man, I've always been conservative. I never really take risk. And, you know, I was thinking back in college days, I would do things differently. And I was like, all right, well, where you're at right now, do you have things that you want to do? And she was like, yeah. I was like, what's stopping you from doing them? Essentially, she was kind of saying the same thing. Scared, like it was essentially fear was stopping her to do it. Right. I was like, well, one thing you don't want to do is in 20 years look back at where you are right now and have this same conversation.
Oh my God.
So I think you got to learn from your past mistakes, like learn from the patterns that you, some of the patterns that you've adopted before, because you got to change things. You don't want to have that same conversation in 20 years. Now your whole life you're looking at, dang, I could have done something different, and now you got a life of regret.
Right. And people don't. Let me tell y'all something. Yep. I ain't gonna tell y'all what. But there's been something I've been saying I'm gonna do.
Wait.
Because I'm still
not gonna tell us what? You're not gonna tell us.
Okay,
you gonna tell us something or not?
You know what? First episode.
Let me tell y'all something.
I'll tell you.
But I ain't gonna tell y'all something.
Okay, look. I feel like I've been called to speak. I think this is a great step. But I said I was gonna put out videos. So I was gonna put out videos. I done said this so much that everybody who was supporting me was like,
"Where the videos?"
I ain't gonna even talk. They were at first. So at first they were like, where the videos? Where the videos? Say you gonna do it. Now they don't even hit me up no more. They just be like, you know what? If you don't want to do it, that's on you. Yeah. So eventually the people who want to support you, they can't do it for you. So eventually they're gonna quit asking about it.
Absolutely.
Dang, now I think about it, it's kind of sad.
And I was gonna say off what Dante said, it's almost like how people say, if you never failed, then you never tried. You know what I mean? You should be looking for your next failure so you can find your success.
Right. But people don't want to fail because people don't want to be uncomfortable.
And bro, and you just and
like you got to get uncomfortable.
Yeah. Right. And you know, bro, we in social media. Everybody posting their wins. Ain't nobody posting their failures. Let me tell y'all this.
Oh, I do now.
You posted failures?
I post my food that I cook. I'm like, this doesn't look good.
That boy Chris posted a picture of a gourmet meal talking about this is delicious.
That when I made it, it didn't look like the picture I posted. I posted perfection, and then I posted my meal. It didn't look like.
Oh, it looked close to perfection to me.
I thought it looked trash. Good to me.
I thought it looked trash. I was like,
bro, that's funny. I just think, bro, everybody's just so used to posting their wins. Don't nobody want to post. Don't everybody want to post the dubs. Don't nobody want to take no L's, and they don't want to post them. And let me tell y'all this: in 2020, bro, I was furloughed for an entire year. They said it was millions of people unemployed. I ain't seen nobody on social media talking about they was unemployed. Y'all know why? Because I ain't tell nobody I was unemployed.
I was about to say, did you post it?
I didn't post nothing about it, bro. And that just made me realize, I'm like, dang, bro, if you don't, unless you are really, really close to me, you probably looking at my life like, oh, well, Dante ain't really been impacted or affected. Like, why don't we post those things? It's a part of your testimony.
Nobody cares.
You're saying nobody cares to see you take your L's? No. Or don't nobody really care?
No one. I feel like nobody really cares. So what are you going to do?
Dang.
You think
that's like when people ask you, how you doing? How you doing?
You don't think people, you don't actually
care?
I'm
having a bad day.
I
really don't care. I'm just trying to be friendly. You know what I mean?
Don't you hate when people tell you the real? When you be like, oh, how you doing? You know, I said I was going to quit lying to people. I'm terrible.
Yeah. Then they be like, I didn't sign up for all this.
Right, exactly.
Baby, here's the card to my therapist. Call here.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why we post our wins, but I know why we don't post our L's.
We post our wins because people want affirmation.
Right.
Like,
look how good I am. I'm the best.
People love praise.
Right.
You want to get lifted up.
Y'all know what?
Y'all want to do a challenge? Y'all want to post an L this week?
Okay, first of all.
Post something that's not perfect.
We over here having the whole podcast talking about
post something that you wouldn't normally post that you don't think is up to par.
You know what? And the crazy thing is, I was actually thinking about that.
Though? Why?
Because it normalizes people posting the real. Y'all know what I'm gonna post this week?
What?
I'm gonna take a picture in front of my Altima.
I like it.
But you know why though? You know why? Because everybody always posting like they Teslas, everybody they Infinities, they Acuras. No, cuz I'm posting, and I might not wash it.
Right.
You could post, like, I know you got some footage of some videos you done. You could have posted raw footage of some videos.
What are we talking about?
I think.
I'm speaking.
Okay, I was about to say. Well, I have no recollection of what you speak.
Podcast did I sign up for?
Of your speaking videos. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you could just
Right?
you could just post a video.
Because what we do is we like to post the product.
I prefer the ultimate.
No.
It's whatever you're comfortable with.
Yeah, you real. That's
We're
real.
not gonna push you. You know, you got.
But really, like, what's the point? Like, even if you think about how you normally use social media, why do you use social media anyway? Like, I don't post a whole lot anyway. So me posting an L is not gonna really.
Me
do
either.
too
I don't
much.
really post on my
like
social.
versus me posting a win. You know.
Yeah.
But
Unless you're speaking on it, like I could post an L. And be
No,
like,
don't
this
just-
is the process. Like,
Yeah, don't just post the L and just be like, took a L today. You got to tell like the reason that we're doing it.
Yeah.
Like I was sitting having a conversation with Coop and JJ, and we talked about posting our L this week. Here's my L. This just to show you to keep trying. Blah blah blah. You know, everybody want to be deep on social media now.
People that do post L's, it's usually like fitness or something. Like, I'm starting my workouts today. This is what I look like today.
And people
You can
love
watch the
people, but
progress.
people love to see the journey though.
Yes.
It's relatable.
Like that's what's crazy.
Yes,
It's
yeah.
relatable because
Yeah.
ain't nobody posting that.
Yeah.
That's
I like
real.
that.
That's dope. So, look, guys, we were having a conversation. I know. Let me just tell y'all this. We give y'all the conversations that we do when we are on the couch and we chilling, talking to each other. These are the conversations that we do when we on the couch. So I want to end with this conversation because I think we were kind of torn as a unit. Coop posted this thing talking about when you bring something to somebody's house, you shouldn't walk out with it.
No.
And I think there was mixed reviews. So let's say you're coming over to somebody's house. You're coming to a housewarming, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's say you bring some food, or you bring some wine, or you bring a bottle, whatever. And JJ feels like if the bottle is unopened, or maybe the
Let
food's
JJ
unopened.
say how he feels.
You right, JJ. I'm sorry. So Coop, how do you feel about it?
I feel if you come to my party with liquor and you come drink my liquor and eat my food and then grab your liquor and leave, you're a thief.
You're ghetto. You were raised by animals.
That's very broke boy energy.
Oh, we got a broke boy sitting at the table. Broke boys ENT.
Nah, bro.
Which is fine.
If that's your thing.
Live your truth.
Bro, most of the time I will leave the bottle of whatever I bring at the party. But I'm saying if there's times where you bring a bottle and it's y'all got multiple bottles of liquor at the table, and I was speaking more so if it's a function that I don't necessarily know the people like that, and I'm just bringing something to the party.
I feel that.
And it ain't drank. They got multiple bottles of this. I'm taking my bottle back.
I would argue, JJ, that's even worse. Like if it's people that you barely know, you would leave it. Now you come in the Coop house.
Why would I leave
because you and Coop are familiar with each other. You can look at Coop and say, "Coop, I'm taking this back." Like, but you come into
No, because Coop's my boy, so I'm gonna be like, bro, y'all enjoy it. Like this, I brought the bottle for y'all.
But you're meeting people, and that's the first impression you want. The first impression you want is them saying, "Girl, you know he took his bottle back." Broke boy energy.
Boy, these people I'm not gonna see again. It don't matter.
So if it's like you're never gonna see
I'm
them
saying,
again.
yeah, I'm like, if this is like, say I got invited
Or you
along,
feel like you're never gonna see them again.
Right, and then he gonna run into him in
I'm
the
saying, bro,
supermarket.
they wouldn't even notice it. Now, if it's like you got 7 bottles on the table,
They
and
gonna
you gotta
notice.
take your bottle back. They'll
That
notice
is-
it. But I'm talking about a large gathering. You know what I'm saying? It's a bunch of bottles. You got 7, 8, 9 of the same bottles. Take your bottle back. They won't even miss it.
I can understand.
At the end of the day,
I guess I get it.
I've done
Bring it
it.
to the
I'm
next
not
just
gonna-
feel
I'm
like-
not gonna sit here and say I've never done that.
I'm not saying I do it on
I
a
don't
regular
think I've
basis.
ever done
Right,
it.
right.
I don't think I've ever done it.
You've
Do you
never.
even bring a
Come
bottle
on,
to the
bro.
table?
In college.
to the party?
Okay, college is different.
That's a whole
so
different
first of all,
life.
I don't really drink like that now. But if I bring like some wine to somebody's house, I'm not gonna take the wine back.
That's because you bring in $5 wine.
First of all, I don't bring $5 wine.
That's
I
what-
bring.
that's what-
I don't.
That broke boy energy too?
No. I bring $15 to $20. That's mid shelf. Mid-shelf energy.
It's still
Middle class
energy.
It's still cheaper than
Middle
my,
class energy.
It's cheaper than my Uncle Nearest.
Mm.
A $60 bottle of Uncle Nearest.
Don't bring that to the party.
No, you bring it to y'all. You bring it to like a housewarming or something. Like somebody's having a housewarming, you bring it to their house.
At the end, but I still want to bring something to a party that I want to drink.
Oh, I got
so
you.
like if they have whatever they have there, like for instance, I don't drink vodka, bro. So if
Yeah.
I'm going to a party or a kickback or whatever it is, and that's all they got is clear liquor, I'm bringing my bottle of brown,
I feel you.
Ah, okay, I can get that rationale.
and I'm not drinking no E&J.
So
I usually just pull up with some Trulies.
soft
Hey,
energy.
you can never go wrong with like beer.
Seltzer. Seltzer
wine,
energy.
You can never go wrong. Right.
So look, guys, we want to know what you think about this. Please feel free to hit us on social media. Hit us in the DMs. Let us know what you think. You can find me on IG at Dante Dontae Speaks Life. Come on, guys, you know how to spell that. Dante Speaks Life. Come on.
You can find me on IG at Coop the No.
One more
Sorry.
time.
That boy rewind.
Coop the Creator.
You can find me JJ at _Jeremy J on IG.
So, guys, this has been episode 1 of the podcast. Let us know what you think. This is the soundboard. You want advice about something? Hit our DMs. You want to know what we think about something? Hit our DMs. That is the goal of this podcast. We are just trying to add our conversation into the mix of what's already going on. So, guys, stay tuned for episode 2, and we'll holler at
Remember, tomorrow never comes. Take action.
you. Boys who read books.
Peace.